Hey guys, today I'm here with a super old school voiceover get ready with me, throwing it back to old YouTube. If you follow me on social, you may know that I was home in Newfoundland for a wedding about last week, and there will be a vlog coming, but I thought I would do like a classic get ready with me. I was maid of honor. I have the other two bridesmaids there, and then my friend Beth, who married the love of her life. It was magical, and I thought I would do like a little bit of a throwback get ready with me. It's kind of fun, and we were all getting ready together. So for my primer, I'm using the YSL Touche Clot, one of my favorites. I'll have a video listed down below with all of my favorite primers. And then with the Liz Wautier sponge, I'm putting on the Too Faced Mattifying Peach Perfect powder. So many words. I like to put a little bit of powder sometimes before my foundation if I'm really trying to get it to last. Then for my foundation, I'm using the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet, their newest foundation, which I'm completely obsessed with. I wore it the entire trip. I've raved about it. I've got a full review down below, but honestly, it's one of the best foundations I've ever used, if I am so bold to say that. My skin has been very clear lately, but of course I got a cyst under my eye right before the wedding, so I used the MAC Conceal and Correct palette just to kind of cover up that pimple a little bit, and then I'm going in with a little bit more of the leftover foundation that I had on my hand just to kind of build it up on my face. Then to contour, I've been loving this. You may have seen a lot of these products in a recent favorites, but this is the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. I think it is so good looking on the skin, so easy to apply to the face and easy to blend out, which is really important to me. I think it has a great natural look, and if you were kind of debating it, I really, really love it. Those are my friends Kate and Rosanna in the background. I've known them for a very, very long time. And if you're wondering why I didn't do anybody's makeup, I don't know, really. I have no answer for you. I'm not a makeup artist, but we were all kind of like playing around and getting ready. And Kate was helping Rosanna with her makeup, and there's one of the photographers. It was such a nice day. Then moving on to concealer, using the Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. Again, I have a review on this. These are all true, tried, tested products. I actually am going to do a long wear foundation routine, and a lot of these products will kind of be the same, and I'll kind of talk my way through the process a little bit more. Drinking a watermelon and Prosecco drink with blueberry and mint in it. Oh my god, so good. But what's going on here? Oh, somebody needed eyelash glue. I think that's what it was. The makeup artist needed eyelash glue. But yeah, I really, really love this routine. So stay tuned for a routine. I will be doing one, and it'll have some similar products in it. Like I said, I'll chat my way through so you can really know why I like all of these things. Using the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil to pencil in my eyebrows. And chatting a bunch. Who knows what we're talking about. I filmed a lot of this as well for my friend Beth so that she could have kind of some exciting memories and video memories of it. And the photographer's like taking pictures of me while I had my concealer on this, and I was like, really? Really? That's when you're going to take these pictures? People are going to be like, what is she doing to her face? Then blending out the concealer with my fingers. As you know, that's one of my favorite methods. I really like to let it set on my face to ensure that I'm getting coverage. And then for the other points of my face, I'll use the sponge. And I'll go in with the sponge or Real Techniques brush or my fingers under my eyes just to fully blend it all out. Handing off the waterproof mascara, as we knew we were all going to be crying. Should you share mascara? No, but I mean, you know. That's what friends do. And I'm using the Makeup Forever Soft Light, one of my favorite, super beautiful natural highlighters. I knew we were going to be taking a lot of photos. I wore this makeup from about 12 noon until about 3 a.m. and it actually held up quite well. Photos, dancing, outside, a lot of rum and cokes. It held up quite well, I must say. And I think this highlighter is just so, so pretty. Let me know if you've ever been in a wedding before. This was my first time ever being in a wedding, and my friend Beth is super chill. I really didn't do a whole lot, honestly. She asked very little of me, but it was just incredible to see to see them get married. I'm so glad I was able to go home and take it all in. So under my under eyes, I use the rhodiola banana powder, and then I'm going in with a sponge and more of the Too Faced mattifying powder. I really like how soft that looks on the skin, especially when you apply it with a beauty blender. It's not like completely damp, but it just kind of really pushes it into the skin. And then to further lock things in place, I actually use the Dior powder foundation as well. Then I'm going in with the Anastasia powder bronzer. I recently did a video talking about my favorite bronzers for NC42, so again, linked down below. Going to be lots of links down there. And then using the Kevyn contour powder, my favorite, and MAC Copper Tone blush, a classic. Getting back my eyelash glue, I actually did decide to wear individuals on this day. As you know, I'm not a strip lash kind of gal generally, but here I'm applying 2 different of the NARS highlighting powders. I'll have both of the shades listed down below. They're not coming to mind. One is St. Barth's and one is Fort de France. One is kind of more bronzy and then one is more gold, and I like the way it looks when I built it up because I wear the most makeup out of any of my friends by far. So I wanted to, you know, be dressed up. I'm in a wedding, I'm a maid of honor, I was giving a speech, but at the same time I didn't want to look out of place and like I was too overdone. So it was kind of finding that balance of, wow, like your skin looks so great, everything looks so great, but it's not like, oh, your makeup looks amazing, you know? I mean, obviously I'm wearing makeup, but yeah, you get me. Spraying with tons and tons of all-nighter. I'm almost out of that travel size. It's so freaking good. Back to the mimosas. And then my favorite brow gel of all time, no surprise here, the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. Then I asked my friend if I could highlight her face because I know she wasn't into it, and I was like, can I highlight you? And I put the NARS on her hand just to see what it would end up looking like. So I highlighted her, and after she was like, oh, now I get what that's about. I love like introducing people to new things or just like kind of experimenting. She's much more fair than me, so I was afraid the shade wouldn't work on her, but it actually looked really, really nice. And a great thing about this wedding too was we were allowed to choose our own dresses. So we all got our dresses from Lulu's. Basically they said, you know, get a dress from Lulu's in navy blue, and we were all able to choose something for our own body type, which was great. And I actually haven't sat around with a group of girls and gotten ready in years, so it was kind of fun to do. I haven't done that in a long time. So for eyeshadow primer, using a combination of the Fenty and the NYX waterproof, just because I wanted to ensure everything would stay in place. And honestly, at 3 a.m. I didn't really go to check my eyeshadows, but things weren't a mess, I can tell you that. And I'm using the Urban Decay Born to Run eyeshadow palette. Still really loving this. Using a combination of the kind of peachy shades, the orangey shades, the deep brown, and then the gold. I just wanted something kind of simple. I actually was going to skip eyeshadow. I wasn't sure. And I brought this eyeshadow palette home with me, and this was the only time I used it. And there's Bethy in her dress. I'm telling Roseanne to get the hell out of the way. Just joking. And we were just looking at her hair. That was her makeup artist and her hair stylist. And my friend Robin actually made Beth's dress, which made it extra special because I had, you know, my oldest friend and another friend of mine, you know, she had made her dress for her wedding. So it was incredibly special. Putting the gold on my lid. I think I might have wet or put a little bit more eyeshadow primer down. I can't totally remember. And then for mascara, I'm using the L'Oreal mascara primer with the Dior Pump and Volume waterproof mascara. And I cried a bunch. It wasn't like sobbing, but I had a real steady stream of tears throughout the entire ceremony. And there was no tear marks on my face. I didn't really have to blot all day, I don't think. And there was no mascara running or anything, so the whole routine ended up coming together really nice. And I always spray my face before I put on my eyeshadow and my mascara. Let me know if you're the same way, but I find I like that process better. As I was saying, I used individuals. I used the Benefit ones, which I actually really, really like. And they have this cute little thing on the back where you can like put it over your eyeball. I had never noticed that before, to see what the lashes would look like on your eyes. But I wore these. They were super comfortable, easy to apply in my opinion. I cannot apply false lashes to save my life, like the strip ones. And I find they look like, I feel like a little kid wearing like your mom's makeup kind of thing. It just looks so bizarre on me. I don't know if it's the way my lashes are or what it is, but I just applied them with the Benefit lash glue. But I did have a little issue with that lash glue. I kind of needed to cover it up after the fact. Using the Gosh lip liner in the shade Raisin. It's one of my absolute favorites. It's just the perfect shade. And then for my lips, I'm sorry, I use Kat Von D Lolita. This lip combination is just my go-to lip combination. I know we're not using her right now, but if I'm being honest, that's what I put on my lips. And some of the CoverGirl Coral Chronicles. This lip combination is just, it's my go-to, and I couldn't deviate from that. This was the aftermath. I actually brought this mirror from home because, you know, when you're getting ready and there's no mirrors. So that one's a new one from Costco, and here is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!